Greetings. Welcome to Fourth Dimension Tarot. My name is Maria. I am going to be your Sherpa for this read. Just a few things to just kick us off. This is the fifth attempt to try to videotape this reading. I have been interrupted, dogs barking, doorbells ringing, people walking in and out. Nobody's ever here, ever. My video has shut itself off. And I have a sinus infection, so I've had to blow my nose. But that being said, I'm gonna get through this. I'm not gonna change the cards. This is for Libra. I have been asked by several different viewers, could you please do a per zodiac sign read? And I'm like, fine, as long as it's well received, I'll continue doing it. I just don't want to do it and nobody watch it, because then it's just wasting everybody's time, including the world's. So what I really like you to do is, if you find this entertaining, educational, informational, please like, share, and subscribe, so it'll hit you when I have an uploaded new zodiac sign. Otherwise, I'll probably go back to just a general read for the general, PC public, and that'll be fine too. So this is for Libra. Libra, this is January 11th through the 20th. There are some things happening and a clear interruption, clearly, because I can't five times trying to get this to you. So hang in there with me. All right, here we go. First card out is a reverse tower. Towers and upright mean incredible changes, shocking information, a change of your life moment, right? It pivots your direction. It pivots your thinking. It's a foundation is blown to bits. It's in the tower, in the upright. Let's go back this way. Something is broken all the way down to the foundation because it's not built correctly on the foundation. It won't withstand any pressure. It has to fall down. It has to come down. In the reverse, it's spiritual. It's a spiritual enlightenment. It's a change of thought, change of heart. Something is different. Something is happening. Let's find out what. Right below, and how I read tarot is I pull a 5-card for a week, is 5 cards on the front, 5 cards on the bottom, and they tell a story. You have an overall read, and your overall read for the entire week is the Hanged Man, which is a minor arcana, and overseeing it, because this is a bonus card, it fell out when I was doing the top 10, is the Queen of Cups. So that's the overall energy. Below the tower is the Chariot. Love the Chariot. It's a Cancer card. Cancer. And part of the Chariot, just so you're familiar, is if we weren't back in the day, but there were these carts with a couple of wheels, 2 wooden ones, driven by these insane fast horses by an emperor, pre-emperor, that were trying to drive it with shoestrings, like a bat out of hell. And there was no left or right. You would throw the cart, so you had to go straight, and you'd have to take these wide turns, right? And so the Chariot is a motion. It's forward movement. And so this, whatever this is, and we're going to clarify in a minute, is propelling forward movement. And this is divine. This is divine intervention, interceding, because we all have a timeline, right? And I don't know if you understand how this works in our world, and at least in tarot, is there's stories, and each of us have a timeline that we're supposedly on, and when there's a shift or something, we pivot, we're edged back onto it, or we end up in karmic situations and we have lessons to learn, etc. And so it takes a minute to get back on the timeline. So anyway, long story short, this is the divine intervening with this tower moment positively to pivot this person back on track. The next 2 cards, four cups. And the 4 cups, I love this guy. He's like, you can't make me eat the spinach. Nope, not doing it. That's kind of how I get. I had little kids once, and they're like, I don't care what you put, I don't care what you threaten me with, I am not eating that. That's what this is. Look at that face. Nope, not happening. So the divine has handed this person a blessing, a gift, right? And this person who knows it all, clearly, he has all the answers with his blue tights and his weird ass shoes, is he has 3 cups here in the upright. These are karmic relationships that he's very comfortable with. These are the kind of people he is attracted to. Unfortunately, not what the divine wanted for him. Look at this. Hand straight from the universe saying, hello, this is your cup of love. You should grab it and run. This is a blessing from me to you because you deserve it. You've had to deal with all this nonsense and I'm giving you your blessing, right? And the reason why I say this is confirmed with the Ace of Pentacles. Again, another hand from the universe saying, here it is. And again, Pentacles are commitments. They're long-term investments. It's not a fly-by-the-night wand, which can happen sometimes. So this relationship, this is a solid relationship coming in. Could be a work relationship. We don't know. I don't think so because there's a cup in the card above it. So if it could be work, I'm not you. I don't know. Next row, Empress. Love me, the Empress. I am the Empress. And you think I'm kidding. I'm really not. So the Empress is 4 queens. All 4 queens in the deck, equally balanced. They pay their own bills. They don't rely on anybody. They love people deeply, and they're balanced with their love. They don't need to text you 1,000,000 times. Oh my God, there's no drama. There's no headaches. There's no nothing. Tit for tat, garbage. It is solid. It's even. It's pretty healthy. They have fun, but she is the Empress. She's the Empress. She is, above all queens. So all the queens answer to the Empress. So, just saying. So, right below the Empress is the, is that the 8 or the 7? I think it's the 8. It's the 8 of Swords. Swords are mental, right? So, they're mental. They're anxiety driven. So, this person, I assume the guy who didn't want to eat his spinach, right, is stuck in his head. I think he realized, ooh, man, I really made a mistake. I think I had an epiphany that I overstepped a huge blessing, and I kind of, missed my mark. And I believe this is a past human or possible relationship that this person could have been in, or situationship, didn't invest in at the time, and it has some anxiety about it. In the back of this card, you can see the castle, and in the world of Tarot, the storyline is to get to the castle. That's the whole point. And then you go on to the next chapter, new lessons, etc. And if this woman could shed the toilet paper roll around her, because it's not really secured. It's not really and it's not even tied to anything. It's just all in her head. It's anxiety. There's nothing else in the card that indicates threats. It's just the person full of anxiety of, I've blown it. There's too much anxiety. The 8 it's like a lot. It's a lot ahead. So this person's super stuck in their head. They're thinking about this person day and night. They're trying to come up, how am I going to approach this? I've already blown it. How am I going to make it right? That sort of thing. Next card is a world. The world is the closing of a chapter. In order to have a fresh new start, right? Fresh new start. In order to get there, you need to have an ending of an old in order to have a fresh new. So I can't really have an ace, a beginning, right, if I don't close out a chapter. Now, I'm not sure, and I can clarify, if this closing of the chapter is a current relationship this person's in, and they realize it's not the Empress, or if they are closing out being single, or if they're closing out something else. I'm not sure. Below the world card is the 8, it's the 8 of Pentacles. I do love this card. So it gives a sense of extreme diligence and commitment to the craft. Whatever this craft is, this person is working his little tail off. Look at this. He has worked so hard. He has shredded his little vest. He can't even go home and change his tights into real pants. I don't really know what the slippers are about, but he has made all of these, and he's hanging them because he's creating them, right? So he's showing all of his work being displayed. So he has invested. There's one on the floor that he hasn't hung yet, or he's got to work on. He's currently working on one. The guy is busy. He's in the middle of his creation. My sense is that this person has done some investigating, either in the relationship that he's currently in that he needs to leave, but I also think it might be with the previous Empress, who he wasn't aware of that she was an Empress at the time, but now he does. So last two is this gentleman. When Tarot ends up with this as your final, this is pretty impressive, y'all. It's a King of Wands. So the King of Wands, he's my VP of marketing and business. I come up with my own stories, right? So I've been in a profession for 30 years, and I work real closely with CEOs, VPs, etc., and C-suite level. And this guy is a C-suite person. But he's fun. He's hilarious. He's my VP of marketing and business. So he's friendly. He's courteous. He's kind of a flirt at times. Completely inappropriate others. Can show impulsive natures. He can be the guy who leaves for lunch and comes back on a new Harley. You know what I mean? That dude. But it makes sense to him. This guy knows what he wants though. And he's very strategic, and he's extremely successful, and he's a leader. He can be childish, for sure, absolutely, but he can be also a lot of fun. Right below this is the world of YouTube does not like naked tarot cards. So, and I don't know why they made them this way. But anyway, right below the King of Wands is the Star card. Again, major arcana. The Star card is indicating two things, in my opinion. One is it's healing. So you have, again, the water in tarot is emotion. And this person is either pouring into or pulling from the pool of emotion, right? And that is what this king is feeling. Remember, wands are passionate. So he has a very strong, passionate urge to come and get his wish fulfillment, which is the other reason in this card, the other definition of the Star card, is he wants his wishes fulfilled. And I'm like, with who? With his Queen of Cups. I can't make this up. This is how it came out of the deck, y'all. This is 5th time. I don't care, hell or high water. I'm not doing this again. I'm going to post it as is. The Queen of Cups. This woman is, and again, I think a portion of the Empress, but this is what he resonates. This is what he likes about her, is her ability to love. And look at the size of that. It's like half her body. Oh my goodness. And she is surrounded, by love, water. She is surrounded by love, water, emotion. And again, it's a Cancer thing, or Pisces or Scorpio. It's a water sign. So water is emotion. We are the leaders of emotion in the tarot family. And so the Queen of Cups this could be a Cancer, a Scorpio, or a Pisces, but she is very well balanced. She doesn't text you 10 times a day. She isn't going to bring drama to your door. She doesn't need attention. She's pretty solid. She manages her life really, really well. But when she's committed, she's loyal. And it seems like the in and out guy may want some loyalty in his life. Whew. All right, I made it through. Yay. Overseeing, like I showed you at the beginning, is the Hanged Man. Now, the Hanged Man, right? The Hanged Man is somebody who sits in, which I think mirrors the Tower in reverse, right? It has an epiphany. The Hanged Man is a bit different than the Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords is when we're placing ourselves in a spiritual enlightenment, right? Where you see that person laying on the bed and there's one sword on the ground, and they put their mind, one of their swords, to sleep, and the other four are alert, and they're trying to download messages, right? They're trying to meditate. This is a bit different. This one is, I have given this so much thought, and I can only see my perspective. So when I come against something or someone, I have a whole list of reasons why this won't work, why this shouldn't work, why I don't like this person, check. They're this, they're that, right? The Hangman, if you can see, there's a divine inspiration around this person's brain because they pivoted the person in a different perspective. So I said this in a reading actually yesterday, is when you go to the eye doctor and they check your eyes and they say one or two, and excuse me, phone's ringing, 1 or 2, and you're doing your eye exam. That's very similar, is they're trying to get you to see which perspective. They're trying to let you see from a different lens, a different perspective. So the idea is that you can identify the things that are blocking you from, or the person that's blocking, the person's blocked. They're clearly blocked. They can't make a decision. Right behind the Hanged Man, because I'm nosy, because this is sometimes the energy that's just lingering, is we have the Four of Wands in reverse. So this might be somebody who's really open for commitment, or historically hasn't been. That's been the barrier. especially maybe the in and out guy. You don't want, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. So, but he does recognize that this person brings him complete joy and happiness. I mean, the most you can get is 10 cups. Most, and I've said this again in other readings, as I do believe it, there's a lot of healthy marriages that are functional and long-standing at 7 cups, and they're elated, they're happy, they come home, they just enjoy their time together. This guy sees her as her 9 cups, and ironically, because the most you can get in tarot is 10, there's that extra cup. It's in her hands, that together they make 10 of cups, right? Lastly, behind this is the Hierophant. So the Hierophant is traditional. If you're religious, had a religious upbringing, a church upbringing, this might be a traditional marriage, because that's also what this means. It's a commitment. I can't make this up. This is how the cards come out. And lastly is Justice. Justice is, you can see the balance, right there, the balance. So justice doesn't necessarily mean negative things. It's just equalization. That's the universe. That's the whole thing of what we're trying to do, is when I enter a relationship and I'm overgiving and somebody else isn't, somebody's going to get hurt, right? Somebody's going to feel left out, or they're going to feel a certain way. So, and they might even walk away from the relationship, which may be what has happened here. So the universe steps in to balance it, and they're not really, placing stones from one side to another. They're changing internally how somebody needs to show up. So in the future, they can bring the right things to the relationship, or the right level of love, or the correct whatever is lacking, and balance it. Why do I say that? Because you got the Wheel of Fortune. And this is a divinely led, this is divination. This is the divine showing up. This is, I don't know what else to say. Fingerprints of the Almighty all over this. When you see this card, it's the turning of the wheel is happening by the universe, by God, by whomever, saying, I'm making this right. I'm moving this around, I'm making it right. And that's what's happening. So, lucky you. Libra, my apologies. It's been a long day, y'all. And the sun's going down. I want to clarify, what do I want to clarify? I think I want to clarify the Tower card. Spirit, can you tell me a little bit about the Tower card? I'm just going to shuffle a few more times. Libra is curious as to why, thank you, is this Tower card here. I could stop right now, y'all. I already got the answer, but I'll keep going. I would love 3. There's 2. I can't make this all up. You wait till you see it. This is like a soap opera. I am now nosy. I want to know, who is this that we're talking about? Thank you. So defining the Tower, right? We have 4 cards. They all came out. I didn't realize that. I'm going to move this way so you can, sorry y'all. It's a little bit of shadow on my face. We have Temperance. Again, major arcana. And this is Michael, the archangel, balancing the waters. So when he recognized it, again, just like the star, 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on the ground, balancing, right? Emotion to solidify, and solidification. There's sanctification in this relationship that they're equaling. They're bringing into balance. And so that's what the cups are about, is balancing it out. And it's an internal job. It's not Hallmark and chocolate. Nobody cares about that. So right behind that is the sun. The universe knows this is what is going to make this king happy. Although he may not have been attracted to this kind of person previously, the universe says, but you've been praying for this. Dude, you have been talking to me about this, wanting this for years. And I've given it to you, and you walked away. You poo-pooed it off, just like the spinach. And I'm telling you, this is the girl for you. This is the one. In fact, you're going to have to stop your player ways and come and get her. Or him, whatever. You know what I mean. I'm just looking at the cards. It's just energy. It's just the intent of the energy. 2 things. 1 is a 4 of Pentacles. The 4 of Pentacles is a lack. It's conservative. And this is what I think the King of Wands is probably going to have to give up. It's a little bit selfish. Good way to put it. Skinflint is, I think, the actual description of the card. It's somebody who has the resources, doesn't want to share, has a lot more resources, but he's standing on 2. He has holding 1 to his chest and has 1 taped to his head. Money on the mind. I'm all about me, self-centered and self-directed. And they are, like I said, they go to lunch and buy a Harley. You know, maybe the partner wanted, you know, the kitchen sink fixed, and instead he spent money on a Harley. That's kind of the thought I'm letting you know about. And he's saying, stop it. Stop your player ways. And this is, I want to be clear on something. There's a difference. The 3 of Swords didn't come out about third parties. The 3 of Pentacles didn't come out. But this is walking away. I mean, this person is done. It's 8 of Cups. Now, remember, 7 of Cups is a healthy marriage, right? I just told you about that. Some people stay in that healthy marriage their whole entire existence. This guy is walking away from 8 Cups. 8 Cups to pursue his 9 Cups. So she can match it with her 1 and they can have 10 Cups. So he knows, I want more. And there's nothing wrong with that. But he's definitely, I want more, so much so I'm walking away. We don't know what this is. It could be addiction. It could be a relationship. It could be whatever. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what it was, because that person is leaving the scene without question. That's the Tower moment. The Tower moment is 7 isn't going to do it. 8 isn't going to do it. I want my 9. And ultimately, I want my 10. That's the Tower moment. But in order to get my 10, I need to let go of a few things. Lots of things. And that's, I can't even make it up, y'all. Libra, this is interesting. I want to know, I really don't need to know anything, but I will define one more card. Let's go the King of Wands. Let's find out. Tell me more about this King of Wands. Spirit guides. Thank you, spirits. January 11th through the 20th. King of Wands. Any more cards? Nothing on the King? The player, the King of Kings, player of players. King of Cups. Ah, that's why, because it's only needing 1 card. So the King of Cups finally showed up, and that's what's defining. So the King of Wands is going to morph into the King of Cups. They realize they got to put some things away. Got to put playmates, playthings, play toys, playgrounds. They got to put them aside in order to go get their 10 of Cups. But he wants to. Anything else regarding this King of Wands? Nope. Bottom of the deck is the 3 of, remember I just said that, there's no 3 Pentacles. There it is on the bottom of the deck in the reverse. So he's walking away, not wanting to join and be involved. This person is now willing to commit to the divine first and then the Empress as a result, and step away from some of the player stuff. Y'all, this has been a fun read. This has been a fun read. Libra, if you felt like this was entertaining, educational, informative, and if you'd like to hear more, 3 things, please. 1, comment that you read, that this resonated. If it didn't, don't worry about it. I will get it from the algorithm, trust me. 2, if you would like to see more of your zodiac sign by me, please subscribe. Or if you know Libra, share and comment for more. Thank you all. You guys are so amazing. Thank you for your support every single day. You make my day. All right, I'm going to post this before this thing breaks. I have to do it 6 times. That would be terrible. Love and light, y'all. Until next time.